Hi everyone, my name is Father Sam Kachuba and welcome to Faith Friday. I just want to start off by saying thank you to everybody who offered their prayers for me and told me to get well after my video last week that talked a little bit about being sick. The great thing was that video was already a week old by the time any of you saw it, so I was already better. So it was really nice getting these prayers and well wishes, even though I was already healthy. I really appreciate it. So thank you very much for thinking of me and for praying for me. Today I want to talk a little bit about saints and why the saints are so valuable to us, particularly in our spiritual lives as Catholics. We look at the saints and often we see the halo first and we forget about the life. And it's important for us to know that the saints are people like you and me who lived their lives and became holy. By cooperating with God's grace, by learning to be devoted, and by struggling just like you and I struggle, they became great saints. They became holy. They weren't born that way. They became great saints because of their devotion and because of their effort. Many of those saints, remember, were great sinners. Today we're celebrating the feast of the conversion of St. Paul. And St. Paul was the one who went out persecuting the church. He hated Christians. He wanted to do everything he could to squash the gospel. And instead, he was converted. He encountered Jesus Christ in a powerful way and radically changed his life. Tomorrow we'll celebrate the feast of Saints Timothy and Titus. Actually, today's Thursday, but this is Faith Friday. So Friday is the feast of Saints Timothy and Titus. And Timothy was the student of St. Paul. He was a disciple of St. Paul. And so right together, we get to celebrate their feasts. Remember that Paul, when he was still Saul before his conversion, consented to the martyrdom of Stephen, the great deacon and the great saint. Well, today, if you go to the Basilica of St. Paul's outside the walls in Rome, you will find a special chapel dedicated to St. Stephen. So these two men whose lives were intertwined by violence in heaven are united because of their faith in Jesus Christ. And there's other saints closer to our own day who lived our lives, who lived like you and me. One of my favorite modern day saints, she's not a saint yet, but I hope she will be soon, is Blessed Chiara Luce Badano. And Blessed Chiara was just a young girl in Italy. She grew up, she's the first member of Generation X to be beatified. She lived her life very devoted to her faith. She loved Jesus, she loved the gospel, and she had a great concern for sharing the gospel with other people. But just like you and me, she struggled sometimes in school. She had difficulties with teachers or with her friends. She loved to play tennis. She did these other things. She was a totally normal young woman. But what sets the saints apart? Yeah, sure, they're normal people. They struggle just like you and me. But instead of just struggling, they dive in and they devote themselves to Jesus Christ. They strive each and every day to grow in that relationship. So my friends, you and I, we're also called to that. I'm called to be a saint. You're called to be a saint. We have this great gift of our faith and the sacraments that guide us and that help us. So today, make the choice. Make the choice for Jesus Christ. Make the choice to grow each day. Spend some time in prayer. Ask Jesus to teach you what it takes to be holy, to teach you what it takes to really, truly be a saint. God bless you.